Well, hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be talking about some new Mandela effects. I really tried to find some ones that were not necessarily super popular or were new for 2026, or just some ones that I don't think I've discussed before. So we'll see what you guys think of these today. As always, these are just fun to talk about, whether there's real truth behind the Mandela effect or whether we're all just crazy and remembering things very incorrectly. These are just fun to discuss. It's been a fun topic on my channel for many years now, and people seem to still really enjoy it. So sit back, relax. I hope you enjoy these Mandela effects, and hopefully you'll hear some new ones that you haven't heard of before. Okay guys, so this first one we're going to talk about is about King Tut's mask. So this is the iconic mask of King Tut that was put on him for his funeral. And even if you're not really familiar with ancient Egypt, most people have heard of this iconic mask or can picture what it looks like in their heads. So take a moment to do that now, picture it. And while you're thinking of it, think of how many animals are on the front headdress of the mask. It's very distinctive. Most people remember there being one singular animal on the headdress, and that being a cobra. But upon further inspection, if you look at the mask today, there are actually two animals that are on it. Next to the cobra is a vulture. Many people do not remember this vulture being there. I don't personally remember this vulture being there either, but apparently there has always been two animals, the cobra and the vulture. Together, these two animals are supposed to symbolize rulership over Upper and Lower Egypt. So it would make sense that they're there, but why do we not remember that? Why do most people only remember the cobra? And that's what I remember too. People who have studied this for years were shocked to find out that there was a cobra and a vulture instead of just the cobra that they remembered. So this does beg the question, are we all just misremembering his mask, or have we shifted realities? Let me know what you remember. Okay, this next one genuinely keeps me up at night, and I don't know why, because I've never been here or seen this landmark, but this has to do with the Statue of Liberty's torch. You may have heard this one. This one's pretty popular, but this one actually surprises a lot of people, and many people remember it very differently. So a lot of people remember hearing stories about people either climbing into the Statue of Liberty's torch, or some people even remember like visiting it and being able to go inside. Others even remember and claim they've seen photos of people standing inside the torch. But this is where things get really weird, because public access to the Statue of Liberty's torch has been closed for over a century. So how would people remember being inside of it, touring inside of it, taking pictures inside of it? How would anyone remember that or have there be evidence of it? After the Black Tom explosion in 1916, visitors were no longer allowed inside this torch. So all the way back in 1916, that's over 100 years ago. Regardless, countless people, this is such a huge topic online, are convinced that they themselves either visited inside the torch or they knew someone who did. Now, obviously, some people claim that they're getting this confused with being able to go inside the crown, and that's definitely possible. But for many people, they claim that their memory is crystal clear and that they've been inside that torch or know someone who has, or they've seen a picture of someone inside of it. So that's a really strange and weird Mandela effect, especially since people claim to have like photo evidence of it. But if you're from New York or have ever been there, what do you remember? This next Mandela effect is widely discussed and hugely debated. And let me know your thoughts on this, because I don't even really truly know what my thoughts are on this. I feel like it's like flipped and then flipped back and then flipped again and then flipped back. But this has to do with the Mona Lisa and her expression. You're probably familiar with the Mona Lisa painting, and when you picture it in your head, how do you picture her mouth? Is she smiling? Is she frowning? Is she stoic and kind of expressionless? What do you remember? Many people remember her looking very serious and like almost expressionless, but now when people look today, they see that she has a noticeable smile. Even though it is kind of slight, they do claim to see it there. Many people note that the Mona Lisa's expression is what makes this painting like so memorable and so distinguishable over the centuries. So her smile and her expression on her face has been like widely discussed and noted and talked about for a really long time. So for this Mandela effect to come out of people not really remembering exactly how her expression looks is very strange, because it's the most discussed topics surrounding this painting. So even though it's kind of shifted from this expressionless look to now more of like a direct smile, it still has a lot of people questioning what the heck is going on with this painting. So tell me what you remember. Do you remember her kind of smiling? Do you remember her being completely stoic? Do you feel like it's changed? This one trips me up every time I think about it, so I'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay, this next Mandela effect has to do with the Sphinx and its missing nose. So a lot of people know of the Sphinx. If you think of it, what do you remember? How do you remember its face looking, and what is missing from the statue's face? So a lot of people definitely remember him missing his nose, but what really is confusing is the damage of the face. Some imagine the Sphinx's face being entirely destroyed, and others remember just a huge, much larger portion of the face missing besides the nose. And so then when they look up the Sphinx, or when you look at images now, people are surprised by how intact most of the actual statue appears. Many people remember his face being more destroyed and more of the statue being destroyed than just the nose. Many people remember extensive damage to the face and other parts of the statue, but now when you look at it, the statue itself is pretty much intact besides the nose portion. So what do you remember with that one? Do you remember his face being more fully destroyed, or do you remember just the nose being destroyed? I feel like we all grew up learning about the Sphinx and watching cartoons about it and jokes being made about it, so I'm very curious what you remember with this one. Okay guys, and that's going to be it for the Mandela Effects today. I'd really love to hear your thoughts on what you remember surrounding these topics that we discussed. I'm always really curious, especially with Mandela Effects specifically, to know what you guys think about them. Everyone always debates in the comments about this. Regardless, like I said, it's just for fun. It's just to be silly. Who really knows what's going on? Have we shifted timelines? Are we all just having terrible memory loss? I don't know, but let me know what you think of each of those. Let me know what you remember as well. Like always, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to like and subscribe and leave your suggestions below, or let me know in the comments below what you remember. I'd love to talk to you about it. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you. Bye.